Yo, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy Rush in the building, holding it down with the Labudo Network. Right now, I'm promoting my side hustle, Rush Enterprise. If you're in the state of New Jersey, need armed guards or unarmed guards, call up my business line and I'll line it up. The bigger the contract, the more money we make together, you heard? Today, I got Sophisticated Jerk in the building, and we're going to expound on the Daphne Joy Part 2. With the claims of Dwayne Johnson, you know what I mean? Slide up in them drawers, man. Talk to him.
Yeah, Daphne Joy, man, she's taking that 15 minutes of fame and she's trying to stretch that shit out to a whole fucking hour, ain't she? Yeah, she's like, look, I'm capitalizing off of this. I think she deep down inside, man, she knows it's a rap. So yeah, she's like, look, whoever's gonna drop off some cash if these claims is correct, she's trying to eat. So, Rush, you gonna drop some bread on her?
Hell nah, man. You know I'm sucking free. Hell nah, man. But it seemed like yo, everybody's talking about that interview with her and DJ Academics, man, and everybody's saying like, yo, he a walking lick, man. You know?
Yeah, Act been down that path before, man. I think he wised it up a little bit, but I seen like his follow up about the interview. He was like, man, I see why she be getting paid, man. He was like, she makes you feel like she knows how to pull people in and stuff with the personality. So he might drop some bread on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's looking like she's down with it, man. You know, from how they converse, because yo, uh, if you watch the Cam Newton interview, man, it's not the same energy. You know, it was pretty like stale. It wasn't a fun interview, but you know, he got to the point though. You know.
Why you think it was a little stale, man? You think she kind of listened to a little of the backlash and toned it down a little bit, or? Cause one thing I gotta give us some props, man. We be getting to these hoes, man. They be. You saw Melissa Ford that we was in a club. You know, when they sampled you and had you talking. So yeah, nah, they listening. That's the funny part. They listening to these people podcasting, talking, and hearing the backlash. So she might have watered it down, like,
Yeah,
oh shit.
I mean, right. I mean, yo, listen, man. It's like, yo, I guess no matter how small of a content creator you are, people do hear what you got to say, man. Y'all did, and it's just crazy that they put us on a clip like that, you know. So you never know.
Yeah, shout out to
could be a
Bruiser. Bruiser sent it to me. He was like, hey man, y'all know y'all in this clip.
possibility. I
Couple.
mean, word got around, you know, and she's trying to switch it up, but
Yeah, we got them ducking for cover. They like, oh shit. But hey man, I got
yo,
the IG up
crazy.
before before we jump into. Hey, go ahead, pull up the IG. Yeah, she out here. She capitalizing. Hold on, let me see what she. Yeah, low that exclusive joy. So she got that. She promoting. She like, look, I gotta land me a sucker. So yeah, she marketing ass out here. Yeah, let me take this down before they cancel your stream. But yeah, so you said the rumors was that like
yeah, I could have told you that.
yeah, she definitely still ain't got no shame though. You would think like after all this stuff that came out, you know, she would maneuver different. But I know that one clip we was playing the last time we did the breakdown after the academics, man. I know 50 said like her OnlyFans skyrocketed like 85% or something like that. So yeah, she's trying to cash out. She definitely ain't trying to win the Good Mother of the Year award. She's definitely out the race for
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah, I definitely think she's trying to cash out for real. Cause I mean, like it's kind of like she's doubled down on the whole situation with the tape. So Now, I mean, you might as well try to make as much profit now because later on you're kind of cooked, man. Ain't nobody gonna you don't want to deal with her, even from the industry wise because your credibility shot now. This ain't a good look.
Yeah, I think she gonna pull the like cash out. Here's how it's gonna play out. She gonna stack up all that bread. She gonna rake in like some millions, and then she gonna disappear for like 5 to 10 years, and she gonna be on a religious journey, and then she could be like, I'm changed. She gonna be doing like motivational speeches to like up and coming 304s and shit. She be like, don't go down this path, and then somebody's gonna wipe her up. So that's the playbook right there. So yeah.
Now, do you think we were too harsh, and maybe she was put in a position where she had to move, against her will to move? Like, because like Kim, right? She was breaking down like how she was being, well, maybe she was talking about somebody trying to bribe her for the mixtape. I mean, not mixtape. Her sex tape with Diddy or whatever, not to put it out. But I was taking that like, yo, she was getting treated like that from Puff too. What's your thoughts?
Nah. Cause man, if you're doing that type of shit or you're calling up, like, you keep in mind, man, these dudes were hired help. You know what I'm saying? So she kind of knew the acts that they was getting in. So maybe not like the extreme of like thinking that something would get released and leaked. But it's like, man, if you're doing that type of stuff to that extent, and you're because like Diddy would even let them like pick out the dudes and shit, like what happened with the Cassie trial. You're going to that extent, man. You culpable, man. Ain't nobody coaching you to that level, because man, as an adult you can always leave, man. So yeah, people want to try to take that victim stance to try to clean up their mess a little bit, but it's like, nah, them dudes all said like, nah, they was all into it. They was actually pursuing them a little bit. So all those male performers shot that shit down. They was like, nah, they was into it, trust me. Like, there was nobody under duress.
Yeah, I mean from hearing that first part of the interview with Cam, like, she was painting the picture like, yo, like, she kind of ain't got a choice, and like, I guess I don't know if she was talking about the dude selling the sex tape or whatever, or Diddy, like trying to paint like picture like, Diddy was the one kind of like, not only paying her, but blackmailing her too, not to put out this tape or whatever. So I don't know, like, I mean, I guess it's acting. I mean, trying to play the victim role. I mean, but I just want to be fair. No,
definitely, man, because sometimes that shit does happen. But like I said, man, if you look at some people's I think a lot of them, man, they don't understand the patterns that they kind of create in life. So like with her, you remember we went through the dating history. So the first guy that was on that dating history was that multi-millionaire rich white dude from Canada that was like,
he was worth like 900 million, man.
And he was super old. So it's just like, man, when you see somebody with a pattern like that, and she's around like high earning guys, and she really don't have no longevity, and she's just kind of hopping. It's kind of like Brittany Renner and Amber Rose. Like, nah, they ain't no victims, because they're seeking out, certain things, and, it's kind of predatory behavior. So, nah, when they kind of get jammed up, they're going to always try to paint that picture and shit. But, nah, not with her. Because if you jump from, like, say, like, if she just had the tape and she kind of was quiet and she, spoke her piece, like you said, was like, hey, man, they were blackmailing me. But if you do that and then you jump to OnlyFans, like, yeah, nah. And, she don't have no, like, remorse or, like what we pointed out last time in the interview about that, even her own kid, like, damn, I do got to clean up my act for my kid. So it's like, if you're not doing any of that, you're jumping into OnlyFans, yeah, you definitely ain't got no victim mindset. But I see what you're saying, because I try to do the same thing, be like,
yeah, and on top of that, looking at her IG, like, her IG, like, I could barely put it on, on my channel or whatever, because you might catch a strike for that. So it just shows you how explicit her page is, and where her mind at on how to, how she moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like I said, it's not like anybody be like, hey, man, you have to go out here, sexualize yourself, do the OnlyFans, put that all on your IG. IG is self-uploaded. So that's all her, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, if you're cool with putting that image out, like I said, if she got a small kid, man, it's, you know where her mind at. But you want to go ahead and pull out, I got the video loaded up on the back where 50's kind of teased about the whole, the Rock situation. So you said there's claims rolling out here that the Rock put some paper down on Daphne Joy.
Yeah, they say the Rock dropped 200 racks to try to slide up in them drawers, man. They say he cracked, man. That's crazy, man. 200 grand is crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. But do you think the Rock would actually do something like that? Because he seemed like a pretty stand-up, solid dude. Like, he could bag some joints. I don't see the Rock doing that.
I don't know, man. You never know with these guys, man. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. Anything's possible. I say a 50% chance it could have went down like that. Or maybe she's embellishing on the price. You know what I mean? Because 200 racks, I don't know, man. That's kind of steep, man. You know what I mean?
The Rock got long paper though. Let me see. Hold on. What's the Rock's net worth? I know he up there at like a couple $100 million. But he's one of them dudes that's like, he's like a mega star that's like known globally. You know what I'm saying? He's like a global A-lister. Workout and stuff. So that's why I'm saying he's in that group where it's like he can actually bag some joints. So I think he probably like saw her. He ain't know who she was. Because Rock ain't on that ghetto shit. So he might have tried to holler and be like, and then when he probably did some digging in, he was like, oh, hell no. Nah. But I just can't see my man just breaking her off with some paper, dog.
Man, you never know, man. But yeah, I kind of don't. But that's why I say a 50% chance. You know what I mean? Some of these birds out here, man, they be lying about. You know what I mean? Trying to inflate their pricing so they can swindle the next sucker. But man, you never know with some. You never know with some of these celebs, man. A lot of them do be on some sucker shit, man.
No, facts. Yeah. But, man, check out homie's net worth is $800 million. Damn. So he got like a large stake in Termana Tequila. And, that brand is valued at like $2 billion and stuff. So, hey, $800 million. Yeah, he might have thrown a little stack. That's like chump change for if you got $800 billion. Yeah, he might have been like, hey, just shut the hell up. Don't say shit. Like, get up out of here.
Yeah.
He might have gave her the hush walk away paper.
You know what? Yeah, I can see it being hush money because he's currently married to a chick right now. So he probably don't want the word to get out. You know what I mean? That went down like that.
Yeah, I don't think The Rock did it, though. I would say no. But like you said, you never know. But I would side on like 90% he did not do this shit. But all right, we'll go ahead. We'll play this real quick. We'll see what 50 Cent saying about all this. That's one thing I do give some credit to 50. Like, even though, man, all this shit is like kind of hitting close to home with him because he does have a connection with her. 50, like, he still a clown and stuff. So I give him like, some kudo points for having a sense of humor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, most definitely, man. Like, he's not emotional about the situation. I mean,
all right, let me go ahead and play this though.
That's not copying. That's not copying. He never copied one fucking thing from me. He just looked at it. He saw what was good in it. It influenced him, and he was doing his own thing with it. I love this shit, man. I fell in love with the nigga at that point. I fell in love with that nigga. I was like, yo, it's like, what's the matter? Yo, I like this nigga, man. I didn't know what the fuck. I was like, what else? I didn't even know how. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, he was sitting, he was writing. He was writing down what I was saying. So I'm like, I'm thinking, this nigga's not paying attention. And it just come from, the music. When you listen to it, you're not going to be running.
Somebody must have been trolling with that because he ain't saying shit. But we'll go ahead, man. I'm going to pull up the Cam interview because I saw that one. I was like, man, you know how people be throwing them little labels on there. Oh, go ahead. I can't. You on mute.
Yeah, like you know, a lot of times these people will like do the bait click thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they was trolling bastards. But all right, man, we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna pull up the Cam interview because Cam did the one you was talking about. So you think Cam hit though, man? You know, Cam kind of reckless with the dick, man. You think Cam smashed?
Yeah. Like I'm quite sure he waited. He's gonna wait after the interview to holler at her, man. He's not gonna do that out in the open. He's definitely I think he'll definitely pay to play, man. I mean,
Oh yeah, when he was talking about throwing them stacks in strip clubs, Cam was like, look, he was having a battle with motherfuckers in there. So yeah, I can see Cam doing it. Like The Rock, I don't see him doing it as much, but yeah, Cam one of them niggas like, look, I'm gonna see what this shit about. You know, my man, reckless out here.
On the internet right now, I present the son and introduce to others the one and only Miss Daphne Joy. Ooh. How we doing?
Great, how are you?
Magnificent.
I need to take a deep breath too. Should we do deep breaths together?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's try.
Inhale for 4.
Yeah. Are you nervous?
Yes. These don't get easier. They just keep getting more nerve-wracking.
Where does the nervousness come from?
I think 1, my tea. 2, talking to somebody new. 3, knowing the public audience there's going to be a lot of eyeballs.
Yeah.
So, and I guess 4, not really being the type to talk too much all the time. And so it's a different muscle for me, for sure.
Let's talk about that.
She talking about she nervous, and we just seen her in a sex tape in red light. She full of shit, but she try to play that humble role. Like I'm nervous.
yeah. I told you that. Like from the beginning, she was making a sob story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Shout out to my man Cam Style, man. This cat wearing Converse and tube socks and a Crocodile Dundee hat, man. This brother ill.
Obviously, as this kind of unfolded, like I said, we're lucky to have this opportunity to speak with you. Being, you know, so much on the tip of people's tongue, so to speak. And I say that because when we had our intimate conversation off camera with you and our team, the thing that was glaring that a lot of people are not realizing, or they are realizing, is that now you're popping out. Now you're talking. Now you're coming on or bursting on the scene and controlling the narrative. Why now?
I've generally experienced being a topic of conversation, but I just kind of shy away from it, or I avoid it, or I just let the narrative just run wherever it runs and everything. And I think at this point, I'm just like, I think I want to, join in on the conversation about me. So why not, just to kind of give a little bit more context and let people see a little bit of a different side to me. There's just so much more than, the things that are posted and whatnot.
As you mentioned, a different side of you, I'll just even start by saying just a side of you.
Yeah.
Because we've always heard, or somebody else, speaking on your behalf, or somebody else making their own, speculations. And I'm talking about from the public's eye to specific individuals. It has to be asked in a way where, has it ever become overwhelming?
I would say yes. I feel like I'm always, at some points in my life, just always in the eye of some storm. Mm-hmm. And I just always choose to try to just be still and let it kind of run its course, let emotions just kind of fade and calm down, and so I can just kind of get back to my peace. But in the eye of the storm, yes, it's very overwhelming for sure.
Now, as we were doing our breath work, I'm big on meditation. I'm big on, tapping in.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, you know, individuals may shy away from it. And I think, you know, contrary to what most people may think, but I've seen it through a creator's lens as well as an individual lens. You've linked into it, right?
Yeah.
How's your mental throughout this roller coaster?
Anybody that's listening in, dudes that do like breathing exercises, Pilates, yoga, get a lot of bitches. It's all a tactic. What do you think about that, Rush, man? You think this dude's actually doing breathing exercise, or you think he's just like, he's like, what? You know, when them brothers be like, acting like they believe in like, with some zodiac signs and shit to try to get some coochie. Oh, you froze up. I'll wait till you get back.
When you're talking about the hour, the storm, the tornado, the twister,
Right.
how's your mental through it all?
I think it's just been a pretty turbulent last few years, and I think I've just developed some good skin for it now. And like I said, it's what I can count on is that after all the chaos, it does calm down. So like sometimes I can just be surrounded by like so much darkness, but I will see like a little glimmer of light, and I will just focus on that little glimmer of light and just expand it till it's bright, and you know, all is well again.
I think it's so important for people to hear intentions and understanding why certain things are what's your angle. And honestly, like I mentioned 3 different ways. We've prepared our tails off thanks to the likes of John A., thanks to the likes of Billy, thanks to the likes of Alatra and Co. To present the best version of what we deem as doing research on said individual. That's one. Number 2, we've created, and when I say we, not just myself, but we've created such a great loyal following with Funky Friday that we want to ask questions that people want to also know. And third, which is my favorite because it has everything to do with me, a lot of these questions are stemmed from my own interests, you know. So throughout this whole interview.
Oh, before you dropped earlier, I was asking you, man, when brothers be doing like breathing exercises and, you know, like yoga, Pilates, is that just some ploy to get some coochie, man? Or you really think this brother's like meditating and all that?
Yeah, it's a ploy from to get coochie, man. He seemed like the I don't know, like not the honest type. Like he'll do like backhanded things for the sake of bagging the chicken smashing.
Yeah, he remind me of one of them. I was saying, man, he remind me of one of them brothers that be like buying into the zodiac signs and shit. You know, just to kind of have some type of relationship, because you know females be eating that shit up. So he'd be like, "Oh, your zodiac sign. It says, man, you're real like loyal, but you're also aggressive sometimes. But you got an ambition and passion to yourself." They be like digging into that shit.
Word up, man. Like, he a dirty mackin' nigga.
Oh,
I think that's his style. Cause if you watch some of the interview towards the end, he was kind of like hating on academics, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, because, man, don't get me wrong. Like, he's a good interviewer because, like, that whole build-up in the beginning with the, like, breathing and stuff, he was making her feel, like, comfortable. And that's what I'm saying, man. Them zodiac sign brothers, man, they pull out them chakra bees. They they have that female hooked in, man. I'm telling you.
No. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Do not want to disrespect. I don't want to attack, nor do I want to have an angle that misrepresents the platform of Funky Friday, but also puts you as a guest in a way that makes you extremely uncomfortable. So I do need to say that. Now, how did you find out that the video was leaked?
Just like you did. I just
No
woke
way.
up, and people are like, "You're viral on Twitter." And I was like, I mean, so many things have gone on, and I just like, I've been so used to waking up like that, and I'm just like, ugh, what now? You know? And
Yeah. So when certain things like that do happen, was there a precursor first? Were people trying to say, hey, we have this? Was there a blackmail situation? Like, that's the burning question, is like, did you know this even existed? And were you really shocked that this happened? Or was this something that you just felt needed to, or there was
That's actually a good question. That he's asking her right here.
going to happen regardless?
Yeah. So, as I've said before, it was something that was always kind of like looming around. We didn't really nip it in the bud when it first surfaced, like a couple years ago. It was actually presented to me in a blackmail form, and it was almost just like, either you do this or it's out. And at the time, there was just so much going on. And
Yo, pause real quick.
I
Now you peep what she's saying, right? Like about the black, you know what I mean? The blackmailing form, like she's basically saying that, I don't know if she's implying that to Puff or the dude that sold the sex tape. Like, what you get off that?
Yeah, she's being a little vague. So yeah, she didn't kind of like give any indication to who did it. But one thing I did catch was, you know, she blew it over, so she knew there was like a tape. So she wasn't like, oh, I was livid that somebody recorded it. So that's what I'm saying. She knew that motherfuckers was in there filming, doing some freaky shit. Because, you know, you don't blow off stuff like that. If you know, you would be upset if somebody filmed you without your acknowledgement. You'd be like, what the fuck? Let me make some phone calls. But it's the kind of way she's like, oh, I brushed it off. Like,
I would say this, man, and I want to be fair with it. Like, it's like one of those things, right? Like, I could see. I'm not saying did he move like this with her, but I could see people in this industry moving like that. The way she was saying, like, yo, the person was looming everything over her head and all that with the sex tape or whatever. I could see industry niggas doing some shit like that. Know what I mean? Kind of like use that to have some sort of control over the individual. Know what I mean?
oh yeah, no, I think somebody definitely tried to sell the tape, but I'm just saying, like, you know, sometimes they try to make it seem like, oh, I didn't know I was filmed or anything, but from the way she kind of phrased it, she knew like they was in there doing that freaky shit, filming it. You know what I'm saying? But somebody probably got a hold of it and was like, you know what, let me go ahead and try to hang this over her head and stuff like that. But she, you know, she didn't take it too serious, where it's like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Which is, you know, most people that if they didn't really want something to kind of come out, they're going to fight tooth and nails. You know, they're going to hit up the police or something. So she was like, I was super busy at that time. Ain't nobody that busy if you don't want no shit like that to come out, especially when you, you know, she was in a threesome. You know, it wasn't like a regular, like the Paris Hilton sex tape, the Ray J one. You know, this put her in very bad light. So that's what I'm saying. For her to like brush this one off, like, it'd be different if it probably would have been just her and Diddy. She could have probably made some money and it would have like looked that bad at it. It'd be like, hey, just me and my boyfriend, you know. But nah, she was in a menage, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, but I mean, yo, it could be. I'm not saying that's how it went down, but I want to be fair with it. But we all know that's bullshit, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You was with it, man, because of the bread that was coming in. Know what I mean? But yo, Stanley said like, yo, the camera work was real professional. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't know what the fuck he was watching. That shit was a professional. Who the hell films like, man, these people with these low budget ass tapes? That shit was like an all red. You know, it's like the Paris Hilton one. That shit was like in like that green night vision and shit. Like they running a recon mission and shit. It's like, nah, this wasn't a professional camera.
I haven't seen Shorty's tape yet. You know what I'm saying? I don't plan on trying to find it, but seems like everybody's seen it, man.
Rush, get the fuck out of here. You seen it. Rush, no, he does see that shit. You gotta know.
Nigga, if I seen it, I'll let you know I seen it, but yo, I really haven't seen it.
You probably put like your own soundtrack. You probably started like spitting bars. You probably That nigga Rush had
Hold
a
on.
soundtrack on there and shit. Stop playing. No,
Yo,
I did it because I didn't
Stan,
see the whole tape. I just saw
okay.
like the video images and shit. So yeah, nah, cause I ain't about to pay for no shit like that. But I was like Googling around when we was doing reviews and stuff.
Oh,
So yeah, it was.
so they selling it. They're selling it online. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I think
She
somebody probably is like, they got them dark internet websites and shit. So somebody probably already got it. Cause I know Ack was saying he watched it. You remember my man was going bananas on that. So a lot of people when they were talking, they're like, "Oh, I seen it and shit."
yo, during that interview with Cam meant like he indirectly said that he watched 30 minutes of the joint. Yeah, I mean, and Daphne was like, "Oh, so you watched 30 minutes?" Yo.
Yeah, if you watched 30 minutes, you jerked off. Like, yeah, she caught him. She was like, "Oh, okay, I know what you was doing,
Yeah,
motherfucker."
he definitely gonna pay to play, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
Stanley said she was playing with that.
Centaur, like she was
Like,
was
she
on
was-
OF.
Word. Yo, I don't know, man.
Yeah, that red light, that was some demon shit. I don't know. Yeah, that was some scary shit. That's why I was like, I don't know who the fuck gonna watch that whole thing, man. That was some weirdo shit. That was like some Ouija board, witchcraft type, like freak shit. So,
Yeah, man,
that's
I mean, it could have been like a ritual type joint, man. I mean, because from what I'm hearing, what everybody's saying, like, the dark red room, you know what I'm saying, and how they described it sounds like satanic to me.
Yeah, Ack said they was on demon time in there. But that's what I'm saying. That man, if I was a female, like even if I was a solid freak or 304, man, sometimes if a motherfucker put on some red lights and I'm in that bitch and it's more than two people, like I'm up out of there. So she was mad comfortable in that bitch. That's what I'm saying, man. Nah, she ain't no victim. Don't no victims be going to no red goddamn room and shit.
Yeah. And plus, she was getting paid 10 bands a month. Nigga, that's like 100,000 a year just to be a side bitch. Tell me that shit ain't crazy, nigga.
Oh no, facts. But man, we both like, man, hit the gym, workout, man. We solid dudes, man. If a little petite female clicked on some red lights, dog, I'm running the hell up out of there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gone. I'm gonna snatch my clothes and get the fuck up out of there, dog. I'll be so nervous. I'm like, bitch, you got the red light, man. Like, nah, what the fuck is this? Yeah, like you said, this is a ritual. I ain't about to be hanging out in here. I'm gone. Would you stay with the red lights cut on, Rush?
Nah, man, I wouldn't be involved with no crazy shit like that.
Yeah,
yo,
I'm
women
out.
like her, nigga, I run away from, man. I don't care how good you look, nigga.
Yeah, facts.
You bad luck, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm about to put this shit back up. Hold on.
Okay.
I was even gonna like stay quiet about it. I was gonna like go through with the blackmail and just my really good friend was like listening to my story, like my really close confidant. And she was like, you need to tell your lawyer this is like illegal. What do you mean? Like, what am I even listening to? Like, do not go through with that. Like, this is so illegal in so many ways. And so then I did get, advice from my lawyers and they're like, whoa. Mm-hmm. And I thought that the situation had been contained and I thought that people would be almost too afraid of it or just like not even touch it because the severity of it being like non-consensually filmed. I didn't even know it existed or that anyone had possession over it. And then for someone to just be like, hey,
Yo, you peep what she said, right? Non-consensual filming. Come on, man. You was with it. Stop fretting. Yo.
Well, she said that, and then she was like, well, I didn't know the tape, but she was like, I didn't know like who had possession of it. So yeah, that's why I'm saying like, guys, man, y'all got to like, man, I get the desire shit, but see, this is what got Diddy's ass in trouble, man, because like, if shit goes out and they'll go their way, man, they're gonna be like, oh, I didn't know this was on there. You know, that whole like revenge porn laws and stuff. So that's why I be telling guys, I'm like, man, y'all need to cut it out with this shit, man. And damn near, if you go videotape, you better hold the consent forms and the like. Nah, she down. Tell them like she better be on camera. Nah, I know this
at
motherfucker
that
here.
point, is it even for you to backtrack and cover your tracks like that to that degree? Is it even worth it to deal with the broad? That's too much work, man.
No, I feel you. That's why I'm just like, man, you get somebody that really like you, y'all, man, you just keep your freaky shit contained. But man, when you with motherfuckers that you're already kind of paying for in this transactional, like Diddy was, it's like, man, once the breakup happens or they feel like they're put in a light, that's where, you know, they're gonna go down Daphne Joy's path, man, you know, and be like, oh, I was a victim, he did this. So yeah, nah, like you said, you stay away from that, man. Cause that's what she kind of doing now. She ain't trying to wear that jacket. She like, they did me dirty.
You know what's crazy, man? She got her OnlyFans. Like, you are wearing the jacket, know what I mean? You jacking that whole style, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if you know, but then there was some time that had passed. I thought it was contained, so I had felt calm about that. Some time had passed, and a really big media company was like, we just got a hold of this tape. Do you have a comment? And it was the first time that I like ever fainted. Like I've never fainted in my life. And it was just so, I mean, imagine being in that position, like, hey, we have this tape of you. Like, do you have a comment?
Was this recent or was this in the past with the media?
I would say like now it's been like a couple years now. Yeah.
Okay.
And so, yeah, I've never been like just, you know, held against the wall like that. It just felt so involuntary and like so invasive and extremely violating for sure, you know? And we contained that again. And then some time had passed, so much was going on. And then I start to kind of see it's, you know, I start to see it kind of surfacing again. And I just, at that point, I just had to breathe because now the huge shock was out. The second shock, now I'm just like, okay, they're really like playing with fire here. So, you know, and I'm just like hoping for the best there. And then boom, I wake up to you're viral on Twitter. Although it was probably really, really, really shocking for some, I think I've just, you know, I've withstood some time now where every time I feel like that pang or like that anxiety, I just like know how to just, you know, and just go with it. Well, not go with it, but what can we do?
Yeah.
You know, when anything surfaces on the internet, good luck, sayonara.
Yeah.
It's like, it's there forever.
It's like when somebody has certain things.
You catch all them buzzwords. That was a whole lot of legal jargon. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the terminology she was using, boy, that was a lot of like legal, I'm a victim words, boy. So yeah, she's probably trying to still file those like civil lawsuits to the company.
Right. It's a setup, but she's setting the stage up for that to hit him with a lawsuit. But how you gonna sue somebody when they locked up already? You know what I mean?
Yeah. But probably the company that had the tapes and all that, that's probably who she might try to come after. But let me ask you this question.
She could definitely hit those companies with a cease to assist because they're selling her likeness. That's her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she can. I mean, yo, I wouldn't be surprised that she'll try to get a cut off those sales, man. To be real with you.
Nah, definitely. And do you think deep down inside, man, because you know, like, man, you got the Kim Kardashian. She launched the whole like empire off that sex tape. You think, man, a lot of, because I know like that Mimi Faust and once the guys on that show, they did some professional shit where they came out because they was trying to, you know, catch a wave off of a sex tape and stuff. So I know some people try to copy like Kim Kardashian, you know, format. Like, man, if we get this out here, you think maybe Daphne was like kind of like let it go to see if like she could catch a wave or something?
Yo, I believe somebody did leak it. They probably tried to bribe her, but she wasn't the type of money they was probably asking her, she probably didn't have the money for it. You know what I mean? So she like, man, you know what I mean? Whatever, man, put it out, you know?
Oh, okay.
But you're right, because since Kim Kardashian did that, a group of women been doing that. Like they copy that format just to try to get the traction and notoriety like Kim did it. You know what I mean? A few chicks from Love and Hip Hop did it, you know what I'm saying? And many more. You know what I mean? So yeah, it could be a possibility she did that. But I think she got bribed, man. She didn't have the money that they was asking for, so they say, fuck it, we're gonna put it out anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because if they was like blackmailing her, I don't know why she would have went to like Diddy, like, hey man, they trying to put this tape out. You're in there and shit. You know, you got the baby oil on heavy. Like,
yo, Diddy locked up. How's she gonna get in touch with Diddy? You know what I'm saying?
But I think this came out like because she was saying she got messages maybe before he got locked up. So that's what I'm saying. But even if he was in jail, like you could have passed it on to his like team, like, hey man, I don't want this coming out. Can y'all like pay this or what should we do? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't want that shit out there because, you know, they clowning homie about on them tapes. So that's why I'm saying it's kind of, you know, like you say, man, she probably didn't have the money, but she could have went.
I mean, like, she probably looking at it like, yo, listen, I got an OnlyFans. Niggas is bribing me. I ain't got that kind of money, man. Fuck it. A free promo run. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I could see her making a decision like that because you already, you know what I mean? Ain't no way getting around it. Everybody know you a hoe. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
you know?
Because man, there was I think a few cases, man, where it was the females actually filming like celebrity guys and shit and trying to blackmail them and stuff. So I know that happened for a while because like you said, they was looking at the Kim Kardashian effect. They was like, shit, I'm trying to cash out, get paid. So they was like filming having sex with you know, celebrities or dudes with money and be like, hey man, I'm a blackmail you, don't break me off and shit. So yeah, they was hungry, man, for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, yo, like I said, man, the industry's nasty work, man. If you're looking to, you know, work with people with integrity, you're not gonna find that in the industry, man. A lot of these cats be moving like scumbags, man. Where he's going.
So I'm gonna play a little bit more of this one, and then we're gonna jump because I know they start talking about he asked her about the OnlyFans and stuff, and that's probably the good segment. But I'm gonna play a little bit more of this.
Your destiny in their hands. Who knows what will happen from that? I want to go back to really two things as you was talking, and as you referred to, we, right? So it's like we knew about it and we tried to self-contain it. When you use words like we, who are you referring to specifically?
I'm referring to the legal team and also my significant other back then.
Like I said, we've done our research. We're in the comments. We're seeing comments. These are questions that we're asking ourselves. When you say against the things that you really wanted to do,
she said significant other. Was she referring to Puffy at that time, or?
Yeah, we gotta assume she's talking about Puff, man.
Oh, okay. Because yeah, that's what I was asking before, man. So okay, so she must have. Puff was probably like, shit, I ain't paying that shit.
Are you not aware that there was footage or it being filmed in that time? You were unaware.
I was unaware of this particular phone filming me, and I was completely unaware that this particular person even had possession of it or even had the intention to do whatever with it. So that's where the non-consent comes in, because it's like, yeah.
So
completely
I ain't gonna lie.
Non-consensual.
She said this particular film. So they must have volumes and shit.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, they probably got, volume 35. You know what I'm saying? Who knows, man?
But it's just, like, man, no common sense whatsoever. Like, if you're in a room like that, like I said, with, like, red lights and the dude's like a X-rated star gigolo, and filming don't cross your mind and that type of setup, like that's what's crazy to me, man. Like that's why it don't make no sense. I think filming come with the freak starter kit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no. Yeah, like anybody that filmed themselves, you know what I mean? Like, yo, they have a a fetish on that kind of level. You know what I'm saying? Because a regular person that's intimate with their significant other, they tend not to feel themselves like that. You know what I mean? You know, people that's freaks do shit like that. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm guilty of doing that. You know, I don't feel myself a few times. You know what I mean? You know, 'cause I was on some, you know what I mean, on some freaky shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm saying she's
But
acting all surprised.
I don't get down like that no more, man. I'm trying to live right. You know what I mean?
Facts. Nah, but she's acting all shocked. I'm like, man, if another dude would sit there and watch and get off to like another dude pounding you out, man, like, nigga, it's all fair game in that room. Like, you should be expecting everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So the fact that she's like, oh, I didn't think they would be doing this. It's like this nigga had coke infused baby oil. What the fuck you think was gonna go down in there?
Stan said Puff told Sly, her co-star, that he give her the world, but not that. I guess he's implying about the sex tape. That's crazy.
Oh, my bad. You got the video still in the background. I was hold on, let me back it up a little bit.
Filming me, and I was completely unaware that this particular person even had possession of it or even had the intention to do whatever with it. So that's where the non-consent comes in, because it's like, yeah.
So
Completely
I ain't gonna lie.
non-consensual
That
to be filmed.
So that was phone footage?
Yes.
This is not a joking matter. But what kind of storage was that? Because, like, golly, the amount of iCloud that was needed, you know what I mean, was just something like, geez, brother. Like, it's so much to unpack with this particular situation. My real question.
This nigga Cam a freak. He said the eye storage. AKA the length of the video.
Man. I'm quite sure. Man, he probably hit it that same night doing this interview, man. You know
that
what I
cat
mean?
lifted up his leg and he's twitching and shit. Like, shout out to Stan. Stan caught it. Yeah, this motherfucker excited because he was like, he tried to like be slick. He said, he was like, hey man, the cloud storage on that, AKA that was long as fuck. You was getting piped down for a minute. Yeah, Cam excited. He's trying to dance around it because he don't want to be too direct. But yeah, he pretty clever with it.
Yo, that's crazy, man. Like, you would think seeing something like that will, you know what I mean, turn a dude off. But yo, this nigga is running into that, man. This nigga is weird, man. I couldn't deal with a chick like that, bro.
Me neither.
Like
Fuck
even
that.
even on some, like I wouldn't want to deal with her on a pump and dump type joint because I'd be scared she got something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, facts.
Is asked in a way, was that a relationship?
Well, just to chime in on what you said about the storage. So you watched all 39 minutes?
I watched a large, substantial time. I wouldn't say all 39 minutes, but I'll be a liar, I think.
You
Listen,
sure?
I promise to keep it funky. I promise
It's
to keep it
funky
a buck.
phrase.
I'm trying to tell you. I needed to do my research.
So what you're telling me is
For
you watched
sure.
it for 39 minutes.
I had to. It's my job to know exactly what I'm talking
Journalism,
about.
right?
For sure.
For journalism.
For sure.
For the people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
For the people.
Yes.
She got him.
Yo, one thing. Yo, hold on. Let me just say this. One thing about Daphne, man, she know how to spot a sucker with no problem, nigga. Word is born.
Dog, this prototype of women, this is what I be trying to tell these dudes, man. Because, you know, they be trying to figure out, like, jerk, man, why are you 50-50? And, you know, I always be telling them, I'm like, man, women's relationship with money, man, they know how to spot tricks, man. They know, like, tricks are very big on the desire and all that. So that's why she's like, she caught the cloud shit like I was talking about, because I ain't never seen this. So I was like, okay, he said the cloud shit. She caught onto that, like, oh, this little freaky motherfucker, watch this shit. That's why she toying around now. She's like, oh, journalism, huh? She's like, oh yeah, this dude gonna give me some money, man. I'm gonna let him hit.
Yo, and one thing about a bird, man, they can spot a sucker like that from a miles away, my nigga. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? This is your classic level tier 5 pterodactyl. She a pro, my nigga. She know what she doing, nigga, and she know how to finesse a nigga out that bread. You know what I mean? Look how quick she picked up on that with ease.
Oh, facts.
Not even trying, my nigga. It's like a second sense to these broads, man. Know what I mean?
I had to really make sure that I knew exactly, not necessarily referring.
Yeah.
Was that a real relationship?
In my heart, it was. In my heart and in my soul, definitely.
You came out with a statement, and it is, and I quote, "Everybody plays the fool sometimes, and I have been the biggest fool." You said you crossed your own boundaries to make someone else happy. What did you mean by that?
I meant exactly what I meant, that I definitely was head over heels for my significant other then, and I just completely lost myself in love. I was just so in love. I mean, I just dove like head first without even, no parachute, nothing. And, you know, like his happiness was sometimes more than mine, like over mine, and like making him happy made me happy. Yeah, just seeing him like happy and joyous and delighted was my joy and delight, you know?
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, how do I say, like, let's say your significant other likes something in the bedroom that you may not really like, but you love them so much, and you just, sorry, I'm getting a little nervous.
No, you're good. You're good.
This is a new muscle for me. I'm like, dance break.
Take your time. Baby, don't you rush.
I know, these are just such like vulnerable.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
And
like very private, largely at some point in my life.
it is though. And I, like I said, I would tell you to take your time.
Yeah.
Because I'm at the edge of my seat. So I already know everybody else is like,
Yeah.
because people want to know. And I think in your instance, everybody has spoke about you, referred to you, except for you.
Look how that nigga holding that tablet, dog. This nigga Cam is ill.
Hey man, that nigga ready. He's ready.
You see it, man? He got that like whole awkward, like how he's sitting to pose and shit. But man, he seemed like he really intrigued, man. That's what I'm saying. He kind of pretty good at like interviews and shit.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing his thing, know what I mean? But I would say Academics interview was a lot better than his though.
Nah, I give Ack the ups on that. But nah, he's still making her feel comfortable because he's trying to like, she don't want to touch certain things. So he's like, because man, you seen the one where?
No, I mean, she's comfortable because she knows she know this nigga's a sucker. Know what I mean?
Nah,
I'm quite
facts,
sure
but
he probably smashed that same night, fam. I'm telling you.
Nah, but I know Cam's kind of like even though he's a celebrity himself, he's also a weirdo. And I think that's what's relatable to a lot of people, man. Because you see the one where the guy off of Power, man, came up there, started crying and shit. That shit was hilarious because Cam was just like, he just paused. He was like, no, you go ahead and cry. And Cam had to like, because Ray J was making fun of him on that one.
You talking about Kane from...
yeah, Kane from Power. Yeah, he was up there. He started crying and shit.
Yeah, the Power Book 2. Not the Ghost joint, but the one with Tariq and all that. Yeah.
He was up there crying, but like Cam's like mannerisms while he was doing that, he was just like real poised, and it was just hilarious. But nah, he be having people up there opening up and shit. So nah, there's something to him that people be opening up.
Yes.
When you have all parties that have been involved, I mean, one didn't speak, but it was off of the hands, as we would kind of assume. Then you had another person who went to a media outlet, spoke his truth. The specific individual spoke his truth, and it's like, Okay, well, let's go to the source.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So through this time, I wanna be respectful. But was this the only time this has happened, or was this the only time that we seen these particular requests filmed?
Good question.
I will take option C, and that's
Say less.
yes.
Say less.
Yeah.
Now we're completely understanding that it was a blackmail, right?
The pushback, man, I have for her, and this is what irritating, because my thing is, man, like, if you did some shit, take some ownership, be like, you know what, man, I did some stuff, I fucked up, but, you know, I don't like the fact that she was trying to phrase it like I was trying to make him happy. It's like you said, nah, he was paying you $10,000 a month. This wasn't about his happiness and shit, or, you know, you was the perfect girlfriend, you just wanted to do this stuff, because, you know, that, like I said, that's that whole I was manipulated type shit that she's trying to play on. And it's just like, come on, man, you wanted that bread. You know, like, that ain't no relationship if a dude's gonna be doing that for you. That ain't about his happiness. That's some like extra weirdo shit. Because most guys are just territorial. Don't want to be like sharing their female like that. You know what I'm saying? So most of the time they'll be like, hey man, bring another chick. Like, you know, that would be the equivalent. They're not gonna have another dude in the room. So yeah, for her to be
Man, like I'm not surprised, because most women, they can't handle accountability. They're not gonna hold themselves accountable for any of their mistakes. So I'm not shocked that, you know what I mean, she's not keeping it a being with us. You know what I'm saying? She got her front because it's in her nature to not be held accountable for her messed up actions. You know what I mean?
yeah, but I think they don't understand it helps or hurts them more, especially now when people are actually good at dissecting shit. It's just like, man, you're using too much like legal terminology along with the like manipulation and I'm a victim stuff. And, you know, guys that do have their shit together, they're going to avoid that because they're going to be like, oh, this is the type of motherfucker that be kind of getting dudes jammed up and shit when shit don't go their way. So I don't think they realize. It's just like, man, you know, I'm human. I fucked up. We did some freaky shit. I'm done with all that. Like, that should have been the extent of like all the
But
explanation.
I ain't gonna hold you like towards like not all the way towards the beginning of the interview. As you look at her facial expression, I think it's now starting to hit her that,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, there's a form of regret within her facial features. You know what I mean? Like you can tell by her eyes, the way her mannerism, like you can sense a form of regret. But it's not the kind of regret to the point where, you know, like she's gonna hold herself accountable and really change her lifestyle. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like, yo, damn, this shit's fucked up, but I still gotta do what I gotta do. Whatever reason why she wanna be on OnlyFans, like, yo, she feel like that's the only way. You know what I mean? But
You know, the one question I wish one of like either academics or Cam would have asked her, because this would have kind of would have put her on the spot. Would have been like, okay, so say Diddy didn't have like the money and stuff like that. Would you have done this anyways? You know what I'm saying?
She's gonna say no.
No, I already know, but I'm saying that would eliminate all the manipulation shit. Like, oh, I did this because this was my man, and I just wanted to, I got joy out of making him happy because she's trying to sell that whole shit. So I would have been like, hey, man, would you have done this? Say if like Diddy was an average nigga with a, yeah,
she's definitely trying to sell that. But yo, we don't believe. I mean, the people don't believe you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know,
but
like you got OnlyFans, and there's no form of a. I mean, in that interview, I could see a little bit of regret, but it's not to the point where she gonna change her lifestyle. Know what I mean, she probably thinking about her son. Know what I mean, because the person that's gonna suffer throughout this whole situation is, yeah, I mean, 50 Cent. Know what I mean,
yeah. No, but I would love them to have asked her that question and see their reaction, because she would have thought about it like, oh hell no, I wouldn't have been doing this with no broke.
Now you know what I wish they would have asked her, like, yo, like, how you think it's gonna affect the psychology of Lil Syed? I would want to hear her respond to that. Know what I mean, But you know what, yo? Before the interview, she probably gonna say like, "Yo, don't mention my son," or "I'm walking out."
Yeah. She would have changed that. She would turn the ties. She'd be like, Rush didn't agree to the terms of the interview. Fuck him. He ain't shit. Yeah, she would have cussed you out. All right, I'm gonna skip over to that OnlyFans part. Yeah, Cam a fan on this.
Level. That would be nice. I mean.
So, in this point of your life, in this person that I'm seeing today,
Yes.
what do you want for Daphne?
I just want Daphne to be happy. I want Daphne to feel loved, protected, understood, take her time, not rush, and just still be free-spirited and love everyone and just like be at peace and just kind of guard that peace for now and not let anyone just come in and infiltrate or pollute my environment. Yeah. And now that I see that I have such a precious environment that needs protecting and needs my love and my protection, that I would just say, just stay in that until you meet somebody who's in the same mindset and in the same.
That is vertically integrated with.
Exactly.
Have you identified what makes you happy?
Cam he feeling himself a little too much. Talk about some vertically integrated. Shut up, Cam. What the fuck you talking about?
Happy these days?
I'm learning as I go, for sure. But what does make me happy is my peace. Yes. My peace, my newfound freedom, just popping out, as you would say. And I'm just embracing it now. I don't really, I just wake up every day like, okay, what's going to make me happy today? Like, does that feel good to me? I'm going to go for that and not worry about anything else. It's just about me.
Is this new for you?
It is.
She shed that whole society shaming. She's on that top tier of like 3 or 4 isms. When they hit that patch where they're like, fuck society, and they're like, I'm going all full-fledged, that's like the full transactional mode right there. That's when they like, fuck everybody. I'm cashing out, nigga. I don't give a damn what y'all say. So yeah, that's pretty much what she's saying. She's rambling. It's a bunch of.
No, I totally agree. I totally 100% agree with you. Like she's already, her mind is made up. That's why, you know what I mean? Like, you know, your own OnlyFans, you know, the sex tape out, you can't pay off the bribe. It's like, man, you know, fuck it. You know, it is what it is, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It is. Yes. I used to just always like overthink or like this and that. And now I'm just being like authentically myself. And it's still like its own little journey. It's like the budding of, you know, this new free-spirited me. And I love it because I just feel like I'm just like, oh, wow, like it feels good to be in the captainship, you know, like, wow, like this is my world.
Yeah.
You know?
See, like real quick, right here, you see how she's still got the like long hair and stuff. So she's still feminine. About 6 months from now, she's gonna have like a short haircut that's like purple. I'm saying the appearance wise, but I'm saying man, she about to get she gonna come out with the short haircut, a few piercings in the face and shit. She about to go full fledged. That's like the final form of like embracing what she talking about. I'm telling you, man, they always get the short haircut. They dye it like a hot red, pink, purple or some shit. You think I'm tripping?
No, I mean, it's a possibility, but I think she's comfortable on her wholeness. And I mean, like, she's accepted it, and you know, she's gonna move on from this. I mean, like, I don't see her like dramatically, you know, cutting her hair and, you know, changing it to, you know, pink or red or whatever. Like, I think she's comfortable within her skin on the whole situation. There is a level of regret, but, you know, like, I don't see her doing that.
What about like can you see her get with another woman like on some like, you know, fuck men type shit?
Nah, I don't think she's like that, bro.
Okay.
I think she's actually a cool person, man. It just so happened that, you know what I mean, she a pterodactyl, bro. You know what I'm saying? A level 5 of a bird, but and just like what we was talking about last, like a few streams a while back, like yo, a lot of these birds be cool and down to earth. It's just that they be on bird activities, man. Know what I mean? And you know, as a wise man, you know not to wife that up, man, because it comes with problems. Look at her whole situation with Diddy and Fifth. Know what I mean? It's crazy.
Yeah, because now she got some personality and stuff. Like you said, man, just imagine if she just kind of stayed in her lane, shot it. Say, like, if Diddy and them got a little too out, like, I ain't going down that path. Fuck that. I'm getting up out of here. Stayed away from that shit. Found another person and, you know, held him down. She would have been good. But like you said, they just, that materialism and that greed, man, have them doing shit that they can't come back from once that stuff get out there, man. So.
And I don't see her, switching teams, man. I think she's gonna find another sucker that's making a million and some change a year, and she gonna disappear from all this. Know what I mean, I could see her doing that, and plus she still looks good enough where she can bag a sucker like that. You know what I mean? She is in her 40s, I think, and she doesn't look old. Like she looks youthful, very attractive, and she looks like she hits the gym like on the regular. So, you know what I mean? Like she got curves in the right places, man. Like, yo, I could see a sucker trying to wife this up, man. You know what I mean?
Nigga, you sound like a full-fledged fan out here, goddammit. No, I'm
nigga, I'm keeping it in the beam, man.
Not with you. She keep herself together though. But nah, I'm just saying,
like,
man,
you know
because
me, nigga, like if I didn't think she could do that, I'd be like, yo, this bitch is chopped. She can't. She's cooked. But nah, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like, yo, she's fairly attractive, nigga, and she got, you know what I mean, a good attitude on her show. Like, not good attitude, man. She's just not a bitch. She cool. You know what I mean?
But I think where she messing up, where she might have to go the female route, is because, man, she's doing the OnlyFans piece. Like, say if she just would just do these interviews and disappear, but with her doing the OnlyFans, and she's gonna linger in that too long. That's why I'm saying they're like bad with time management. They stay in those lanes too long.
But you know what though? You don't know what she's going through. You don't know what kind of debt she got. Maybe she's doing the OnlyFans to get rid of some of her debt. And I'm saying, like, ain't just because you in the industry or you deal with people within the industry, that lifestyle is not all glitz and glory, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why she on OnlyFans. She needs to get to that chicken. For whatever reason why.
Yeah, but I mean the adverse effect of like her getting in there. Like you said, I understand, man. People got to pay them bills, but it's just like by her going down that lane, it's just like that narrative is going to carry longer. She could still get somebody, but the dude she's going to be attracting is going to be some like dudes with some mental illness, some weirdos and shit. And it's like typically they think that's cool, but eventually they catch on to that quick. They're like, "Oh hell, man, damn, I'm in this lane, this bucket now." And then Father Time's eventually gonna start hitting. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's where she's gonna run against.
No, you're right. You're right. Like, but let's get this out the way, man. She's definitely an anomaly. Most chicks in their mid 40s or early 40s don't look this good. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they have a kid. You know what I mean? So
yeah, she's 39, but she's 39 right now. But I'm telling you, by like 45, dog, it's just the best of them. You know?
Oh yeah. No, the wall's undefeated. Yeah, like eventually your good looks is gonna dry out. Your beauty's finite. It's not forever. Eventually, you're not gonna have that beauty no more. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
No, and it's like to really understand that. Like, I know for some, like, what do you mean, girl? It's always your world. But it's like, no, you haven't lived in my shoes, and this is the first time I'm in my own captainship, and it feels good.
Yeah. So being in control of your own life.
Yes.
What are the challenges that you've seen, if any?
It's all been rewarding ever since. I hear a lot of my friends say that I'm glowing and that I'm like looking happier, and like that means a lot to me. And my skin has cleared, like every.
Or.
I mean, if there is, you just got to take the bull by its horns and just ride it. Just ride it to the dawn.
Yeah.
You know, it's like now we're both playing now. We're all playing now.
Absolutely. So for the people, and understand, Daphne Joy, tell us about the entrepreneurship of you, your portfolio of how do you make money?
Oh.
This motherfucker said entrepreneurship. Like she's selling
Yeah,
real
honestly,
estate courses
that's a good question. I want to know how she make money too, bro. Other than OnlyFans, like what else streams of revenue that you got coming in? I'm curious too.
No, it's a good question, but I like how he framed it. He said entrepreneurship. Like I said, like she's selling real estate courses, like she's an investment guru. This motherfucker got an OnlyFans page, god damn it. She ain't no damn entrepreneur.
I've seen skincare, I've seen content, I've seen so many different things, but just for you to use this platform to put people on.
Used to be a lot of brand partnerships. I dabbled into some swimwear, which was really nice, but now primarily I'm locked in with my OnlyFans. I opened up my OnlyFans about a couple years ago as well, year and a half, 2 years ago. And I'm loving it. I feel like it's just like the next step to really just be involved with my fans and get really intimate with them. And like, honestly, they fuel and motivate me. I feel like it might be like weird to be like, wow, my fans like motivate. Well, I like really dig my love letters. Like, like I would like literally sit there like on my iPad, like, and I'm like tearing up because like they just see you in in a light. And they like want you to just keep going and be successful, and like they don't want you to stop, and like and like me being like a beacon of joy for their day, and like that motivates me, and like they're my beacon of joys, you know what I mean? So yeah, I just really love the platform, and I'm staying true to myself on it. It's just like layer by layer, like the audience who's been there since day one, like they're just like, I'm just loving where this is going. Yeah. And I'm just here for the whole ride. Like, don't you worry. Like, I'm here to support you through. I just can't wait to see where this goes. And I just laugh. But they're right, because I have been like feeling more comfortable and like layer by layer,
Like,
man, the way they be making they OnlyFans sound like it's like one big ass like AA meeting, or like they're having those counseling sessions with multiple people in there. It's like, man, y'all naked with some weirdos and shit, reading love letters and stuff. Like, yeah, she definitely, man, that attention bug, man, are.
But you know what, man? I think this is, chicks that be, to do the OnlyFans and the sex tapes and all that, they like sex. So I'm quite sure it's a fetish to her by getting those love letters from a bunch of incels. Know what I mean? So this is her thing. Know what I mean?
Yeah, but man, I gotta give some smoke for the men. It's like, man, you know how much of a loser you gotta be just to be sitting there. The interaction and shit. She's reading love letters from you. It's like, man, you could be spending that much time building yourself up instead of this like fake reality and shit with somebody that's like getting smutted out by Diddy, man. Like, that's crazy. But yeah, it's funny how they be talking about it like they saving the world or some shit by having an OnlyFans page. Like, man, my fans, they just give me so much motivation to keep going. And the day ones that be in there, oh man, they just say, you keep going, girl. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, they had to like, she giving motivational speeches like she's Tony Robbins or some shit.
You gotta understand, SJ, man, a lot of these dudes don't got the same mindset you have, man. Not every man gonna have, a spirit of perseverance. You know what I mean? A lot of these dudes, especially the newer generation, man, they're not built like that to deal with adversity, man. Know what I mean? So I'm not shocked, man. The percentage of males being virgins have skyrocketed. Know what I mean? So I'm not shocked, man. And the people that probably subscribe to a joint, man, they have no idea what it takes. You know what I mean? To get get out of a rut, and make shit happen. They just don't got the mental for that.
Yeah, but I'm like, man, god damn, like you know, before I'll be stuck on like a virtual, like fake reality or something, man, I would rather get a robot at that point if shit was that bad. Or man, there's a chick with a hunchback or something. Like, I'm not saying I even got to get the baddest. So if I hit like a low point in my life, like, man, I still want some, like, I say some like real interaction to a certain degree. Like I said, I'll get a robot or a chick with a ailment or something like that. I ain't gonna be sitting online like just sending some love letters and shit. But I get what you saying. It's like, yeah, a lot of people have that, but I'm like, damn, man, step out your little comfort zone a little bit. Yes, Stan, hunchbacks, god damn it.
Let's stay here for a second. What's the biggest stigma that comes with the label OnlyFans?
Maybe a woman who's just really out there, like sexually, which I mean, that does exist. That, I mean, the biggest stigma, I guess you just look at a woman like, you know, what do you say to that?
No,
If a girl says,
no.
I'm on OnlyFans, how do you feel? Let's hear it from a male perspective.
When you hear OnlyFans, Rush, what comes to your mind?
You a hoe. You know what I mean? A prostitute. You know what I mean? You're soliciting your body. You know what I mean? You're slinging that box, nigga. That's the first thing I think.
Yeah, same here. I don't know what they be trying to think. It's like, man, when you first hear it could be somebody that's on there innocent, that's like putting together car engines, like a female. She's giving like tutorials and shit. But if she says OnlyFans, it's like, yep, you're for the streets. Like, so that's the first thing I think that's gonna come to like 99.99999% of men. But that's funny they asking this question.
You answered the question first, and then I will rebuttal. How about that?
No, I want to know what you think.
There's a definite stigma.
Okay.
There's a way where, hey, when you see individuals that report $43 million, $20 million, $53 million, it's like, oh my God. It's empowering to see anybody make that type of money, whether a man or a woman. How you do it, that's your decision of to doing it. But let's not be so judgy, because to my knowledge, some of the most successful artists have an OnlyFans, and they thrive. So, not to say any names, it's you know, you could use Gemini, you could use ChatGPT, you could use Wikipedia or Google and find out for yourself. I do think OnlyFans is a platform, one of the few platforms that is more catered to women than men. Is that safe to say? That's not to say that men don't have OnlyFans, but more time than not, if you were to hear YouTube, okay, that may be a more masculine thing. If you the Netflix, okay, cool, boom, whatever. As a media, and I'm just using these as an example, but when I hear OnlyFans, I automatically think woman. So
Yeah.
that's my spiel.
No, that makes sense. I would say that there are a lot of negative stigmas around it here and there. And then now I feel like times have changed and people are like a little bit more welcoming to the title of it. And I will say that from my experience, so for me personally, the platform has honestly given me back my independence.
Wow.
Yeah. It's given me back my independence. It's helped me just stand on my own 2 feet. And that's really empowering and pours into like my self-love and like just my self journey. And I'm just forever grateful for it.
Yeah.
It's more of a personal road for me. It's not just because, oh, hey, sign up now so you could see me like this.
Yeah.
And I think that my fans like see the depth in what I share and what I show and like how much love I reciprocate back.
For sure.
Because it's a deeper, it stands for a deeper meaning for me than anything. Because Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
Look,
See, man, this is why I do give pushback on dudes like Cam Newton and them. Cause man, you're walking people into a bad trap. Like I think people are so short-term thinking, man, they don't see the long-term impacts this is gonna have on her. She's acting like she work at like Google and Apple or some shit. It's like, nah, there's a negative stigma. Like, and Cam's trying to, well, some of your favorite artists use it too. It's like, yeah, and they're gonna have repercussions later in life, man. Like, you're gonna make money, but the more money you make in these type of trades, the freakier shit you got to be doing to get that money.
You know what, man? Like these, like Daphne, for example, right? They live in a whole totally different space because of their socioeconomic status. Know what I mean? So she ain't got to deal with the real repercussions like a chick that working at Walmart. The chick at Walmart, she drop her OnlyFans and everybody see it. She out of a job. Like, she ain't got to deal with those kind of scrutiny within her own little bubble. Because, a lot of these people that's in this limelight or whatever, they are fortunate enough to live within their own bubble. I mean, so
I disagree with that.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, because I think the girl at Walmart, definitely like the local impact will be big for that moment. But say she pick her shit up, say she make a good little lump sum. She in Boise, Idaho, and she's like, man, let me get up out of here and move to Nebraska. That's where like the shame stops. But like Daphne, she's a big name now. She's attached to these people, where this just prolongs the like fuckery that her name's attached to. So that's what I'm saying. She's gonna have a worse time. And then even like we were talking about with the kid, it's like when he starts getting up that age.
I disagree. I'm gonna give you some pushback on that. Like the struggles that an average earning salary person goes through, it's not the same struggle what she goes through. Know what I mean? Like that's compare and contrast, night and day, totally different situation, polar opposites. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of pushback on that.
Yeah, as far as economics, but I'm talking about like the one person that's not a known house commodity, they could disappear eventually. Daphne's stuck with this shit. That stigma, like.
I mean, she would in that sense. If you look at that as a struggle, yeah, I mean, she could move to like Sudan or some shit like that. Ain't nobody gonna know her out there. But if she's willing to make that kind of sacrifice to get away from that, I don't think she would. So I think she's comfortable within the skin because she's within in her own bubble. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you a little bit. Yeah, just because I think, man, long term, that because it's like Melissa Ford, man was fantasized by men for decades, hitting every magazine. But look where she's at now. You know what I'm saying? So with Daphne Joy, man, the difference between them, it's like, Melissa Ford wasn't out here naked and shit. So you know what I'm saying? She's out here, man, they're selling little whatever access for like dollars. So you figure to make them high numbers, how many dudes are seeing you?
Melissa Ford, she cooked because she ain't got nobody. She alone. And on top of that, she actually hit the wall. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Daphne's gonna get there soon. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's coming. That's
but before Daphne hits the wall completely, you know what I'm saying, she gonna find a sucker. Cause she cool enough. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I even like her attitude. I mean,
yeah, but I'm just saying, man, them OnlyFans girls, for them to make them high dollars, man, you gotta imagine like how many subscriptions they got to give, because they be having like $5 tiers and shit. So you imagine like how many motherfuckers that see you naked to amass a bunch of wealth, because it's not like they're giving them a deal like, hey, you get 10 million and then you only have this amount of pictures are people got access. It's like, no, man, it works by like motherfuckers signing up. So it's like if you see somebody that's rich, that means a ton of motherfuckers that see you.
What do you think is her net worth? Like, what do you think Daphne's net worth right now?
I don't know, man, because she talked about she claiming independence now, aka I'm finally be able to pay them bills, like you said, get them people off my back. I think in the next couple of years, man, she'll be in some millions.
I'm about to Google that shit. Hold on, let me
yeah,
Google
that's what I'm trying to look. Cause some of them top people that got the notoriety, like with her, she's doing all these interviews now, attached to Diddy and 50 Cent. She's gonna blow up just by like people's curiosity. So she's gonna be probably in that top tier. It says her estimated net worth is between 1 and 2 million as of May 2026. So yeah, probably in the next couple of years, she could be around 10 million and she could be eating. But I'm just saying, like, the higher the dollar amount you see with them, the more access people had to see them. So that's what I'm saying. It's not like back in the day. It's like, man, you get a deal for like, there'd be minimal exposure because people, like even Melissa Ford and them, we didn't really have the internet popping like that. So they was just getting it from like publications, magazines and shit. But now the internet, man, that's reaching limitations and shit. So that's what I'm saying. There ain't gonna be too much escaping and shit unless she goes to like another country or rural environment. She disappear like that, then yeah. But nah, it seems like she's too fixated on attention. Cause even like I said, she turned her like OnlyFans into like an AA meeting. So yeah, facts, Dan. This motherfucker Rush don't like nobody, so Rush giving her some props and shit.
Yeah, I mean, yo, man, it's just, it's sad, man, because, the person that's going to suffer is Saya, man. I kind of feel for the kid, man. I couldn't even imagine my mom's doing some crazy shit like that, man. Like, I couldn't even fathom that, my nigga. Like, it's crazy, man.
I would change my last name and just I'll go live with my father. I'd be like, hey, Dad, I want to divorce myself from my mother. I couldn't do it, man. We'll have to just cut ties straight up. I'm like, man, get me like a stepmom or something. Like, we gotta let that go. I can't deal with that. Cause yeah, that kid, man, is forever gonna have that attachment. That's what I'm saying. Like, she's on OnlyFans ramping up. So the more exposure that she get on that, just think that exposure is gonna hurt that kid. Cause yeah, his friends gonna be logging in like, shit, we done seen your mom. So yeah, Sire fucked.
Yeah, you see what Stan said, right? He said, Amber Rose's sons have to fight every day because of her past.
Yeah, shit.
So I mean, for all you birds out there, man, before you make a drastic decision like that, you got kids, think about your child before you make a dumb move like that, man. Because that kind of stain, you can't get rid of that stain. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is stuck with you. Or he's born.
Yeah, it's like, man, you got to get over, man, once you have them kids and stuff, it's like, man, you got to put them first, man. Because, yeah, when they do this type of stuff, like Stan said, Amber Rose, man, it's like, it's going to have that impact, man. And they don't get isolated and shit. So that's the flip side. That's what I'm saying. They're such short-term thinkers that they don't think about that stuff, man. Because, with that bullying shit that's going on now, the cyber stuff with the kids in these schools, man, me and my wife was watching one documentary, man, where them kids be taking their own lives because of the bullying and shit. So that's what I'm saying. That's the impact that you can end up having, man, to your own family and shit. Yeah, I looked up. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Because, yeah, shout out to Stan, man. But yeah, right here it says like Amber Rose past and its impact on her children. So it's like Amber Rose has openly discussed her past, including her work as a stripper, her OnlyFans career, and her public feuds, and has told her children she has schooled them about it. She explained to her 9-year-old son. So yeah, it seems like she's just breaking down how it did end up having an impact on her kids and stuff. So yeah, that's the sad part, man. So that's a good example because yeah. Says Amber Rose son 9 knows about her OnlyFans and stripper past. So yeah, kids got to deal with this type of shit, man. So yeah, I'll take that down. So hopefully Daphne, man, pull herself out of that and just start focusing on the kid, man. But yeah. But all right, Rush, what's your part of words on this, man?
Man, I was just about to say that, man. Man, like, yo, man, don't sell your soul, man. I mean, You know what I mean? Yo, go to work, get a job, man. You know what I mean? Stack up your bread, man. Don't resort to soliciting your body on OnlyFans. I mean, like you can't. That's a thing you can't get rid of, man. And to make a permanent choice that's gonna last for a lifetime, man. Yo, really think twice, man, because it doesn't only affect your kids. If you got a brother, he gonna catch hell. You know what I mean? He gonna probably give everybody the beats because they talking crazy about you. So you can't make a drastic decision just for the sake of survival mode, and you need money, man. I mean, think about your family, man, because you probably got loved ones that care about you, man, other than your seed, man. I mean, that's just my thoughts, man. What's
No,
yours?
no, facts. Yeah, no, it's just like, man, you got to put others before your own desires. My thing is like, man, if you want to go down them routes, you are an adult and shit. But it's just like, man, don't have no fucking kids if that's the case, man. Because yeah, they definitely gonna get impacted by your wrongdoings and stuff. And the other thing, it's just like, man, with Cam and them, I get like you're doing interviews, man. You don't want to put no shame on nobody. So I'm not saying like cuss a chick out on there, but eventually as a society, man, we got to be honest with people, man, because I'm big on prevention. I'm like, man, don't go down certain paths because, man, you got to deal with all the repercussions of the decisions and stuff. And, man, on like, I know YouTube and even Netflix, they had documentaries of people that were in them Smex trades and stuff like that and talk about how this stuff just impacted their life and how they're isolated, man. Nobody wants to be around them in real society. So this shit ain't no joke, man. And more people are signing up for this stuff. So I think they think it's like gonna become the norm. But yeah, people ain't trying to be around that. And then a lot of women was saying, man, what was the craziest part? One lady, she was talking about it. She was like, man, it's the women that's the harshest. Cause she was like, man, they don't want me around their husbands, their boyfriends and shit. So she was like, I'll be thinking they would be more supportive. But the one corn star, she was like, the women was like, fuck that. So yeah, it's not gonna play out how you think a lot of times.
Hold on. You do got some women that cape for these sex workers, man. Only the righteous woman that's living a righteous lifestyle and that's married to a man on some realness is not gonna like that act. But your typical modern day female co-sign that shit. I mean, and that's what's wrong with society today.
But bruh, still co-sign it. But they don't want that shit around their men. That's what I'm saying. They'll be like, oh, you go ahead, girl, go do your thing. And as soon as that chick come around, they be like, oh, I can't, she ain't about to come over here. Let's isolate her. So that's what she was saying, man. She was breaking it down. That's why I was like, damn. I was like, that's fucked up. Because like you said, they will co-sign it, but they ain't gonna allow it. They don't want you around their shit. They'll be like, hey, if you go over there and you're not in my group, hey, do your thing, girl, but don't bring your ass over here. So and the sad thing is a lot of times when people do this shit, man, it's almost like people treat everything like a TV show. So like you said, they'll root you on, man, to watch your crash and shit, but they ain't gonna help you out your mess and stuff. So yeah, be careful when people's all supportive and watching your demise and shit, because yeah, they low key, a lot of these people that's bitter inside, they want to just see you crash, man. That's the other thing.
Yeah, I agree, man. Yo, thanks for pulling up. This was a dope stream.
Yeah, man, I like these, man. I always like tagging up with you, man. So no, we gonna keep kicking out more of this content.
Hell yeah, man. I mean, honestly, man, this type of content is needed, bro. Like, I think when we expound on certain things like this, man, people get a different side of a male aspect, man. It's not the typical generic male aspect, like, what I mean, some of these red pill content creators put out. So, I mean, no doubt, man. I enjoy doing this, man. I mean,
yeah, facts.
All right, this stream is officially over. It's your boy Rush, aka Raw Mundo, out here chasing that pollo, that guacamole, that rago. Seek wisdom, practice humility, and those remain sucker free. I'm out. One.
Right,
Later, catch you on the flip.